And I have a couple of things to tell you that please, whenever you have young chicks to raise, these are the things that you must do to make sure that you will never lose your birds, you will never lose your chicks from day one, and you will never have any complication, you'll never have any disease attacking your birds. Please, this is so good for you. This is so good for anybody who is in poultry farming, so that next time if you stick on these things, it makes you sure that you will never get any problem attacking your birds. You will never get any diseases attacking your birds. Please stay tuned until the end of this video, so that we farm together, so that you actually rescue your birds from whatever situation that has ever happened to them. So one thing that there are five key things that has made us up to this date without any death, without losing any bird. There are five good things that we have actually employed in this brooder to make sure that we come on this day. And the things I want to share with you, so that any farmer outside there, any poultry farmer who is interested in learning this will actually take it on point. And if you take it on point, it will move you to another level. Your birds won't die, your birds will not have issues, because we are on day 35, and honestly we have not lost any bird. And these five key things that I'm going to share with you, just stay tuned, just listen to the end of the video, and you will get to know this. One, biosecurity. Biosecurity, people don't consider it as serious, but it is where everything starts from. Biosecurity, make sure everybody who participates in the brooder, everybody who gets access to the brooder, has to follow the principles of biosecurity. Person has to make sure they disinfect their hands, they disinfect their clothing, they disinfect their food before they come into the brooder. That is the first thing, biosecurity. Then the second thing that has made us come to this date and we didn't lose any bird is heat. We manage as you see our place, it is not, it's not a modern place. So what happens, we do not have temperatures, we do not have temperature equipments here that detects how much heat you need in the brooder. We don't have, but we accepted to use our bodies as the detecting elements for the temperature. When you enter in your brooder and find that yourself, even you yourself, you cannot live in it, then it means it is a disaster. If you enter in your brooder, if you enter in your brooder and you find the heat that is inside is excessive, is too hot, even you cannot bear it, you cannot stay in it, you immediately enter, you start sweating, you feel that the heat is too much, please just reduce the fire. Just if you're using charcoal, because for us here we were using charcoal when they were young, we're using charcoal. So just make sure you reduce your charcoal very fast. Reduce the fire, reduce the charcoal. If possible, if your pots are open, please make sure you cover them and reduce some pieces of fire to make sure that the temperature comes down, because temperature kills the birds completely. So please, that is the second thing that we had to make sure that we secure in our brooder, temperature. Then the third thing that we made sure that we do, the third thing was to be present in the brooder. We have to make sure somebody has to be in the brooder. If in less than 10 minutes somebody has to visit the brooder. This is what happens with these birds when they are young. When they are young, they can't see feeds, they are moved to, so what happens, sometimes you have to push them to get to the feeds. So what happens, we have to make sure that we put ourselves in consistency of being inside. Somebody has to be inside, somebody has to be doing, at least being checking, somebody has to make sure that he is inside a brooder, somebody has to make sure at least not more than 10 minutes somebody has to visit the brooder. So that is one thing that helps us to make sure that we come onto this day. Then the fourth thing that you people should not take it for granted, you must get in touch with your vet. Please, this poultry thing is very unique in that you can't do it alone. Consult your vet. The day we brought these birds, they actually had the issue over 40 birds had the issue of the dropping getting stuck in the vent. You find the dropping is stuck on the vent, and when you try to remove it's hard. And that is in the second day. So when we consulted the vet told us no. What we will do, you apply paraffin. When you apply paraffin, it's going to make it soft for you to remove it. Then he told us to buy tetroxin. So when we bought tetroxin, we gave for 5 days, but just know in 2 days tetroxin had worked and it had cleared everything. Nobody died. So that is what happened. What happened that we actually made our birds to survive. Then the fifth thing that we actually did to make sure that our birds survive up to date, we actually made sure that we made sure we clean our utensils. We made sure we regulate the cleanness in the house. We regulate the cleanness in the brooder. We made sure our drinkers are clean. Our drinkers are washed thrice in a day. They're washed in the morning, in the midday, then in the evening. What happens these chicks when they are very young? They, you cannot even hang them on top the drinkers or the feeders. They be on the floor, so they keep on jumping, they keep on stepping on the water, they keep on stepping on it, they keep on dropping on the feeders on the water. So what we do, make sure that we remove water immediately. It is dirty, we remove it. No matter whether we have just put the vitamins, we remove the water outside, we pour and replace the water. We make sure we replace water very fast. Then we make sure we provide them clean water. With the water we use here, yes, it is we use rainwater, but it's not treated. What we do with our rainwater, we go into the process of settlement. When it is settled in the tank, we make sure that we fetch water that we are going to use the next day. We fetch a day before. We put in the jerrycan so that by the next time next day when we are using it, it has settled very well. And we make sure that when we are even fetching it from the tank, we filter that water. So we have not put yet any chemical in our water, though that is what we are planning to do. But still we are going through, because we are trying to research which one is good to be applied in our water for our birds. So we are going slow in putting the chemicals